Definitely muted. How many times are we gonna do this? Namaste, my friends. I hope that whenever you receive this, which likely will not be right now, that it will be in the divine, perfect moment for you, as I know it will be. I am talking to two cameras, so we're trying to stream across every platform as I am here to do some celebrations. And I did write quite a long text to go along with this, so I'm not going to make this a super long video. However, October 1st is a very special day. I've been very quiet, been very hermetic, and I'm coming out of this hermetic period slowly but surely, becoming more social, finding it easier to express what it is that I am experiencing, what I have been experiencing throughout this time of being quiet since the Global Gratitude March. So, for those who do not know, my name is Jamie Lennon Wahlberg. I am an unconditional love coach, gratitude guide, and healer. And I channeled the initial experience and vision of the Global Gratitude March, which happened on World Gratitude Day this September 21st, 2023. And already in the works of getting things together for 2024. So if you are an organizer, if that is what you love to do, you love to organize major scale events, please reach out if you are a big believer in gratitude. And I'd love to talk to you, especially if you're located in New York. So, of course, the biggest question that I kept getting after the march was, how do you feel the march went? And I literally said to everyone, like, I'm not ready to talk about it. And now I'm ready to talk about it. I'm definitely still unpacking and processing because for me, right, it wasn't just a 4 hour experience. It was 3 months where I poured everything. I mean, like, I virtually stopped pretty much every other focus in my life outside of my own beingness and being a leader of love into all of this. I just put it all aside to focus on the Global Gratitude March. And I'm super grateful that I did. It was absolutely the choice. And thousands of different decisions and moments happen that I need to squeeze every ounce of juice to get all of these life lessons and to process to become my highest self, to become a better leader of love, to be able to make sure that the next 30 plus years of my life and my service are the best that they can possibly be. And that, like, I end up going very nonverbal. And that is something that doesn't usually happen to me on really big things like this or for such a long period of time. And this really had me going deeply, deeply, deeply in. And I'm still going in. I'm still processing. I've learned so much. I'm still learning so much. There's a lot that will not be shared, right? That is not needed to be shared about things that happen behind the scenes within the march, right? Anybody who's ever done an event knows there's going to be challenges along the way. There's going to be happenings, especially the bigger the event and the more ambitious and the bigger the team, the more experiences that you can have. So it's been a really transformative time. It's been a really transformative experience that I'm incredibly grateful to have had. Overall, I feel that, you know, super proud of of what we accomplished as a collective, on the more micro level, the team and everyone who was involved, myself, Mercury, who is the most involved outside myself, super proud of how we showed up. Everyone showed up the best that they possibly could, and regardless, I honor that, and I appreciate that because even the things that didn't go how planned, even the miscommunication, anything that could have possibly happened was divine and needed to happen, and so much growth and expansion has happened for so many people. So much impact has happened. This event really, so much power was brought into this event long before the event day. Every single person on the team can say that they were having some transformative experiences happening in their life, even those who ended up not being on the team and were on the team. They left the team because of all these transformational things that were happening in their life, whether it was something that felt deeply uncomfortable or something that was incredibly exciting. There was a lot of shifts and a lot of lessons around gratitude and unconditional love that came through. And I'm really grateful for the impact. We definitely had an impact. We had an impact collectively, and those who showed up and those who will watch the replay and participate will also have an impact and receive an impact. In terms of becoming a better leader of love, I have sent a questionnaire to everyone on the team as far as the Make It Happen, Let It Happen team and the Gratidors about the whole experience because I want to know what I can do to be better, what we can do to be better, what was amazing, what could be more amazing, right? And being able to pass this on to the organizers going forward so that way I can stay in my zone of genius and focus on the supporting of the team, the holding of the vision, the bringing of the energy and my services on the day of, and much within that, right? I'm not an organizer. Like this is the first time that I ever took on something so ambitious and managed, organized such a large amount of people, and we all went in and faced the unknown, and that's what leaders of loves are capable of doing. A leader of love is someone who leads from their heart, and that often means leader is someone who comes first, and there's a lot of discomfort with coming first. There's a lot of courage that comes with coming first. And gratitude is not new, and being a leader is not new. And this collective, I mean, everything is in a perspective recycled. We've already all created it, and we're creating all that is, and we're bringing it all in. So I'm very grateful to all of you who have participated in some way, shape, or form. And on World Gratitude Day, if you did not come to the Global Gratitude March, there is a free replay for you to participate. And I do hope that you spent that day in gratitude at any of the other amazing events, not only for World Gratitude Day, but World Peace Day is also that day, as well as Alzheimer's Awareness Day and other celebrations. There's always one thing to be grateful for, and anyone and everyone can be grateful. Gratitude is for everyone. And we hope that you will enjoy the event and pour your gratitude in as well as receive gratitude and healing. That is really what I have to say about the Global Gratitude March. Again, if you are an organizer and you love gratitude and you want to help organize 2024, the Global Gratitude March will be happening September 21st, 2024, and we plan to be in person cross ley lines this is the time, this is the opportunity, and it's going to take the world, the collective, and certainly at minimum a village of organizers to get this going. So if you are one of those people, please, 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 please reach out. If you have experience organizing festival level size events, very high end private events, anything, public events that are big, anything that is of size, and you have the heart of gold and the desire to amplify and expand upon this incredible energetic of gratitude, please do reach out. Now, Today, although for many is totally over, depends on your perspective. It's very late at night now. Um, I'm an Aries though, and the Aries super full moon, it tend to be a night owl anyway, and this is certainly a time for me to be awake, um, and to wake in with all of you. So October 1st is the day that I choose to celebrate my transition anniversary, the anniversary of my trans experience. I used to call it my maniversary and my tranversary. These are not phrases that I choose to use for myself anymore. It's not that they're right or wrong to use, they just don't resonate with me anymore. And so it's really about it being the anniversary of my trans journey and experience in this lifetime. And this is, I've forgotten of a lot of my milestones. Like, I would have to I actually have to check and think deeply about these things in order to figure them out now. And I love that for me because for me, it shows how far I've come in my transition to where that's not the every waking thought of my life, and every single decision is not based around uh, a facet of my identity of being trans non-binary person, right? Um, it's a huge part of my world and how I walk in this world because of the way that the world is right now, and also it is a piece of me. It is simply one piece of my experience that there's so much more to. That said, this particular anniversary is quite large because 13 years ago, I had the actual first moment of questioning my gender, where Kate Bornstein came to SUNY Purchase College and talked about gender and sexuality, and my brain went blew open. And I started to even contemplate what it would be to question my gender for the first time. And deep, 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 deep down, there was definitely a part of me that started to understand and understand, at least on some level, that that was really the beginning of my trans experience. Um, I remember it so clearly. Shout out to Auntie Kate, by the way, if you ever watch this. And so, you know, for me at that point, I knew a couple of trans people within my world and had started to really learn about that, but it was still quite early on. This October 1st is 10 years from when like really decided that I was going to dive deeper into my journey. And this point, it was like still very much within me. I'm in my early 20s. Like, I was not communicating this. Like, prior to that, I told one person in college and then I shoved it way, 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 way back down for many reasons that I'm not going to dive into right now. And 9 years ago, October 1st, decided to officially come out and start to transition. I like immediately communicated with someone. That was when I discovered Buck Angel and Ryan Casada. Like, also love and shout out to both of you. Um, you know, it's like I started to see a representation and different representations of who I felt I was and and so I started to identify as a trans man. I started transition, and it still was a while until I like came out more so to people. But it's now been 8 years of me medically transitioning, and so um, I don't know what they're saying now, but we used to say that once you were like 10 years into your transition, you were like a trans elder. I don't personally need to or care to identify in that way. Like, To me, time is, uh, you know, a powerful construct, an illusion, part of the human experience that is really relevant here. And, you know, I didn't transition for anybody but me. And it's interesting to reflect back because, you know, even myself, I feel like I used to talk about transitioning, and the early part of the transition, especially, can appear and feel to many very selfish. It's incredibly selfful and life giving when it's truly your path. And however you choose to transition is best for you. And I went through a whole life, assigned female at birth, living as a woman. Most of my transition what has been spent like identifying as a trans man, now identify as trans non-binary. Um, for me, I just understand and have a connection with my soul connection and the way that I present, the way that I feel. My feelings are very complex as they are for many, and very multi-layered within the gender construct. Um, when I think about what today means for me, um, there's a part of me that is still so mind blown that I'm living my truth and that I'm alive. There were so many moments where I did not think I would live, whether it was through my health journey, and my physical health journey, or whether it was, being suicidal within my mental health, not living my truth and going through things. I'm so grateful to be here. I'm so grateful to be alive and to live my truth in my way. Like, you know, for whatever it is and it means right now, like, I've been largely very removed from the trans non-binary community for some time. Like, I'm a part of the community, obviously, because it's my identity, but I'm not, um, as enmeshed. And I think that's part of why I forget my milestones, and also part of how I have the freedom to not think about it so much. Um, I don't personally live a stealth life. That's not something I choose. For those who don't know, stealth is someone who's gone through transition and they pass, traditionally, stereotypically through society, through that lens, they pass as a particular gender and sex. And and they may not share with anybody or beyond people closest to them, um, that they're trans. And I don't have any problem with that. Again, everyone transitions the way that they desire to transition. My hope is that everyone transitions in the way that is healthiest for them and they cause no harm to themselves or others. Uh, there's a lot of narratives and a lot of agendas that are going around out there, and I'm not going to take this time to comment on them, and I don't really care to. I simply wanted to share and acknowledge and celebrate with all of you because I feel like celebrating it. And to me, it feels more real and it helps me to ground to be able to share. And there's an incredible power in sharing because Buck and Ryan shared, I got to know my truth and choose to live authentically, and that saved my life. So by me sharing, trans or not. If something resonates with my story and you're living authentically and it helps you, then I'm really grateful. Thank you to those who sat and listened, watched, and experienced this moment. Thank you for celebrating with me. I love you unconditionally. I am grateful that you are here. I love you unconditionally, and I'm grateful that you are here. I love you unconditionally, and I'm grateful that you are here. See you soon. Namaste.